Welcome everyone. Today we'll be talking about your day 1 of the foundation course. This day 1 course is divided into 10 different sections. Now we'll be talking about your section 10, which is your 720 VR render. So before starting with your VR renders, please make sure that you've taken your panorama renders for the project at different viewports. In your previous session, we will talk about how we can take a quick panorama render, right? So following that process, first try to take the panorama render at different interesting viewports in the project. I would recommend you to take one panorama render near your main entrance. So once your panorama renders are taken for this project, now go to your NAADI landing page and navigate to that specific project where you have taken that panorama renders. In that, click on the project detail of that project, and this will open up the project detail window where all your panoramas for that specific project, all your perspective renders for the specific project. If you have taken any video render, it will also display here. In that, at the center, you have something called 720-degree VR tool. Click it, and this will open up your 720 VR render window. And here, when it comes to VR, you have two types of VR renders here. One is called your light 720 VR, another one is called your smart 720 VR. The difference between a light and smart 720 VR is the loading time. In addition to that, smart 720 VR, your camera transition between one viewport to another viewport will be much more realistic compared to your light 720 VR. And another difference here is that if your project has G plus N flow, then light 720 VR is your only option. Smart 720 VR can be taken only for projects which has ground flow. In this demo, we'll be talking about your light 720 VR. So click on light 720 VR. Here it will show a blue button named generate light 720 VR. Click it, and this will show different panorama renders which you have taken for this project. So now you can just click on select all, so all your panorama renders will be selected and becomes part of your VR render. Or if you want to remove some of the panorama renders here, we can even untick it so that that render won't be part of your VR. In my case, just click on select all, so all your 360 degrees will be selected and becomes part of your 720 VR. And another thing here is, at the bottom of each and every 720, you will see that there is something called a set as starting point toggle. There is nothing but out of all the 360 degrees which are available here, you have to set one 360 degree as a starting point, which means that 360 degree will be the first view which the user can experience right after they get inside the VR. For this reason only, I would have requested you to take one 360 degree render near your main entrance so that you can set that specific 360 degree as a starting point. So it literally gives this experience as if the user has opened up their main door, they got inside the project, and they'll be able to navigate to the different spaces. Once that is done, just hit generate and your 720 VR render is completed. So now I can just click it and view your 720 VR render. Can you see? This is what your 720 VR output is. So now I can specifically click on the spot and your camera will precisely move to that position. So I can click on this bedroom, my camera will move to that position. So this way you'll be able to navigate to different spots here and can experience the VR to the fullest. And if you like to share this VR, on the top right here you have a share option. You can just click it and it will generate a link for this VR. You can copy it and paste it to the person who would like to share. In addition to that, a QR will also be generated for it. You can just right click it and save this image in your system, and you can share this QR to the specific person. By scanning this QR, the person will be able to precisely experience this VR. And if you're scanning this QR in your phone, you will be able to experience this entire VR in your phone itself. You don't need any specific app or any specific process to enjoy it. And in your phone on top right, you will see a 3-line menu or an hamburger menu. If you click it, it will open up a menu at the bottom. There you will have first option named gyroscope. It will be toggled off. If you toggle it on, now your VR is completely compatible with your phone, which means as you move your phone to different spots, your VR also will automatically tilt its position, right? So now That is your VR compatibility, which you can do. So now we can just go for any basic VR devices, something like Google Cardboard or any VR box or something, where you can just toggle this on, make sure your gyroscope is selected, and you can literally place your phone in that VR device and you can give an immersive experience of the project to your users. And if you feel like you would like to add a background music to this VR, or if you feel like you would like to add an expiration time for this link, you can do it in your project details window. For that, let me just get back to the project detail window, go to my 720 VR, and here this VR is here. And on top right of this generated VR, you'll have a pencil icon, right? It's called walkthrough editor. If you click it, this will open up the editor window of this VR, where you can set in the expiration time, you can add a background music to it, you can even color correct the VR outputs as well. So here in this walkthrough editor window, here you have something called panorama sharing. Click it, and there can you see you have something called set expiration time. If you click it, it will ask you to select the expiration date here, and till that expiration point this VR link will be available. Once it has crossed that threshold date, then the link will be expired and your users won't be able to experience it. Okay, so you can set an expiration time. If that expiration time is not set, then they can experience this VR at any point of time, as long as you haven't deleted this VR for this project in your account. In addition to that, if you scroll down, can you see it has even generated a poster for this VR. Okay, so where you can type in the name and description for it, which will eventually be updated in your poster as well. Okay, and if you want, you can just click on this download, where this poster will be saved in as an image, and you can directly share this poster to your client. Or if you don't want it like a poster, just a QR, you can even click on this QR as well, where the QR alone will be generated. You can download this QR, you can share it to your client. Or if you want, you can even click on the link, where it will generate the same link which you are seeing inside the VR. You can even copy the link here and share it to the person. So this one is with regards to your VR sharing. In addition to that, if you like to add a background music, here can you see you have something called music settings here. Click it, and here itself in default you have different musics, okay, under different categories. So my personal recommendation is soothing category, where you have different music options here. And once you set all this factor, and if you are okay with it, on the top right you have save option. Click it, and the setting for this VR is completely saved, and then you can exit this preview. And this is how we can generate a 720 VR for your project and share it to your clients. So with this, your section 10 of your day 1 foundation course is completed.